guys, I don't think we're ready for the chaos that's about to happen this new week, because these housemates are not smiling at all. Oh my God. Conversations from last night. You know what? Let's get into this video. I'm going to spill it all right? I don't want to bore you with my preambles. Let's get into the video. And please make sure you watch to the end of this video. Do not skip out on any part so you do not miss out on anything at all right? And of course, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, okay? And officially, you're all welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah, and I am the girl with the T. For those of you that are yet to subscribe, please do exactly what you see on your screen to become a part of this community. Now, quickly, let's just get right into it. The first Saturday night party of the season happened yesterday evening, and it was quite revealing. Yeah. Now, I don't know if it was the alcohol or the adrenaline rush from, you know, getting that much excitement all in one night. Guys, I don't know what it was, but some of these housemates were spilling. Before I tell you about these conversations, let's take a few steps back to the initial conversation that happened before the party. This was between Liema and Sinaye. Now, Liema, of course, was, you know, confiding in Sinaye about this thing she's got going on with Jared. It felt like she needed some sort of assurance or validation from a third party, you know, to assure her that indeed Jared was that into her.
Like, not confessing, but just telling me that he don't want nothing to do with me kissing other people. And me saying he should kiss other people.
And of course, Sinaye, you know, encouraged her, you know, assured her that, oh, that the guy really likes her, that he has seen how they are together and, you know, all is good and all is fine. And Liema had actually admitted that the feeling is mutual between both of them. He likes her a lot. She likes him as well. And he had given her some sort of ultimatum that he wouldn't want her to kiss anybody else in the house. Likewise him. He would not go ahead to kiss anybody else in the house. You know, so it was some sort of silent pact between both of them to officially seal the ship. And from the conversations, it felt like Sinaye gave his blessings. Now, in that same conversation, Sinaye had also opened up about wanting to play Zee until the end of the show. But he's going to go back to his girlfriend after the show.
What's your observation on that situation?
What situation? Me and Zee? I think Zee wants Zee only, or Fahima.
Both.
Both. I think if you do both, it's going to be fun.
He has come to the understanding that, listen, in this game, as long as people now know that you are in a committed relationship, people will be expecting some different type of drama from you. Now he's trying to leverage on this closeness that he's got with Zee at the moment. Now, he's trying to leverage on this closeness he's got with Zee because, guys, I think I've mentioned before in some of my videos that these two people are so close. There was a day that they were having a conversation. I mean, Sinaye loves having Zee sit on his laps, right? And there was a day that we were having a conversation and Zee was just saying that, oh, that for instance, now you and I were just friends. And the guy picked offense. He was quite offended. And I was really upset that the cameras had quickly moved away from their conversations from something irrelevant. Because I'm like, wait. Is production trying to help this guy protect his relationship? Because it did not really make sense. But the little I heard from that conversation, this guy was offended that Zee had referred to him as just a friend. And it was at that point I realized that, this guy actually has an agenda. Now, what we do not know is if it is actually genuine feelings or if indeed he just wants to play a game with Zee. Now, he had confided that in Liema, and Liema seemed quite excited. And she had had a conversation about it with Jared after the party. Now, let's go to the party itself before we get to that conversation. During the party, everywhere was lit. Everybody was having so much fun. And It was more like a costume type of party. I really loved what the housemates had been given to wear. I particularly loved what Millie was wearing. Oh my God, she looked like the red version of Catwoman. In the midst of the fun and excitement, I was seeing certain movements, which was quite strange to me. Sinai was rocking both Zee and Fahima. Yes. So sometimes you see him dancing with this one, other times you see him dancing with this one, and Fahima was looking so seductive. Oh my God. See, I have a strong feeling that Big Brother was very intentional with the outfit that they gave to Fahima because, hey, everything was out, brah. And you know, she's got this banging body. Everything was out. The guys were looking and lusting, yes. But Sinai had his game on point, was speaking to her most of the time. And the way he was doing it, it looked more like he would have more conversations with Fahima, right? Dance with her seductively. And then, you know, briefly dance with Zee as well. And both ladies were seeing what was happening, but nobody was thinking about anything of it yet. Anyways, there was also Jari and Liema, you know, giving us some couples moment, shipping things here and there. The likes of Papa Ghost, it seems like he's not really that much of a dancer at parties. So he was just chilled in one corner. Sometimes Larato will go speak to him. Other times she will go join other people in dancing. But overall, the party was lit. Now, fast forward to after the party. Immediately, the housemates had gone into the house. Zee and young Papi had shared a kiss.
He said, let's close it and then open it like anywhere. But how many now? Like, oh, 3.
Guys, hey, frankly speaking, I was kind of surprised. Yeah, I was surprised because you see that kind of relationship that Kanaga Jr. and Taki had during Big Brother Titans. Yeah. That's the kind of relationship that both of them have been giving. Like, that's the kind of energy they've been giving. And it's so funny that they are on the same bed that Kanaga Jr. and Tati used to lay on during Big Brother Titans. So they will always gist. They will always talk about people's game, people's strategy, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, they always do this late at night. So in my head, I was thinking that, well, these people are just platonic friends. But then they kissed. And then Zee was even asking young Papi, you know, outside in the garden when they went out, like, oh, who kissed you here? Who kissed you here? She even went as far as asking Chwenza, oh, Chwenza, did you kiss young Papi here? And she was like, oh, yes, because she saw red lipstick on his face. I'm like, hey, what's going on? So guys, I wasn't really understanding. I said, okay, fine, let me just chill and, you know, see how it goes. After that had happened between them, Zee had moved to Sinai. Yes. I mean, guys, we know that in as much as she's got a good rapport with young Papi, she's also got a very good relationship with Sinai. But they've been getting really close. And as I mentioned before, Sinai loves carrying Zee on his laps. Yes. And so she had gone to him. And when young Papi saw them, he had been triggered. Next thing we knew, this guy was spilling. This guy was spilling to Yolanda. Now, I don't know if Yolanda walked up to him to ask him questions about his relationship with Zee, or if he was the one that was just looking for someone to, you know, vent to. I don't know, but they were at one of the tables near the kitchen. They were having that conversation. And this guy was telling Yolanda that he sees the game that Zee is playing. That what he's just doing is he's just playing along. That Zee has watched and seen that everybody likes him in the house, which made me laugh because I'm thinking, dude, how are you even sure that everybody in the house likes you? Anyways, he said that Zee has seen that everybody in the house likes him, and so she's attaching herself to him so that when it's time for nominations, people will not even see her. People will not even notice her. You know, and also because she's pretty, she's very beautiful. She's the most beautiful girl in the house, according to him. You know, she's just riding under that pretty privilege, sort of, you know, to shield herself. That he knows for a fact that she's not going to date anybody in the house because she has told him. So whatever she's doing, it's all her game. But he's not a fool. He's very smart. He sees what she's doing. That very soon is going to put out a plot twist, yes. And that plot twist could come in any form. That, take for instance, if he wins the head of house title, And of course, Z would be expecting him to pick her as his partner, you know, to spend time with in the Edibles Lounge. He would likely pick somebody else just to shake things up a bit. I say, hey, this guy is crazy. Now, guys, I loved what I was hearing. I absolutely loved it. But what I wasn't really sure of is if this was the gamer PAPPI speaking, or if that was the PAPPI that felt hurt and jealous at the fact that someone he actually likes is playing this sort of game with someone else. So guys, I can't wait. I can't wait to see how all of these things unfold. Now, young PAPPI was not the only person that actually had plans to cause chaos in Big Brother's house. There was also Mpumi.
What? When did the guy make the comment? When you went over in the party room.
So last night, there were some funny movements between Mpumi and Jari. Yeah, you heard me right. Jari, Liema's new boyfriend in Big Brother's house. And this was not even a case of Mpumi flirting with this guy. This was a case of Jari following Mpumi. Because late last night, Mpumi was looking for something. Guys, I don't even know what she was searching for. And Jari had taken permission from Liema to go assist Mpumi to search for whatever she was looking for. And Liema had actually agreed. Then they got to the closer area of the house, and we didn't really hear their conversation, but it looked like Jari was actually flirting with Mpumi. It was much later at night, like midnight, that Mpumi was now gisting Pale that, listen, this is what's happening, that it seems like this guy is interested in her, that normally she's not the type of woman that wants to cause chaos in another woman's relationship, but the guy's been giving her the look. And even before they went for the party, the guy was complimenting her looks. The guy was just like, there's been these flirtatious moves, from him towards her. And now that she's thought about it, she thinks she's going to entertain him, that she's going to shake things up a bit, because in Big Brother's house, everything is perfect. So they cannot have a perfect relationship in Big Brother's house. No, that she's going to be the person that's going to shake things up between them. Now, Palesa looked really excited about all of these things. And she was like, hi. And so she was asking if Mpumi really likes the guy. She said she doesn't really like the guy, but the fact that the guy is getting tempted already, aside, despite the fact that he's in a ship that he flaunts to the whole world to see, that she's definitely going to play that card. So from this week, she's going to get things shaky and say, hey, Liema is going to be properly disturbed. Because speaking about Liema already has her own ulterior motive. Remember, Sinai had confided in her about the game he wants to play with Z and Fahima, and Liema had not discouraged him from it. She had actually even endorsed it. So she was quite excited after the party, even before all these conversations happened. She was quite excited that she was gisting Jari of everything, that Sinai wants to do. And Jari was not really, sharing his opinion about it. He was just asking like, well, why does he want to do it? He's in a relationship. And she was defending Sinai that, oh, well, it's a game. He has to play his game, that, she's so excited because she knows that Sinai is going to mess up, what's her name now? Z, that she's going to get fucked up. That she knows that Z likes young PAPPI, and she also likes Sinai, but Sinai is already thinking ahead of both of them. She's going to fuck them. Like, she was so excited about the destruction that's about to happen. So, guys, my own personal excitement now stemmed from the fact that she, who is already excited that another woman is going to get played, there's another woman in the house that's also planning to disrupt that fairy tale ship that she thinks she's got in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please say a prayer for these housemates? Oh, and whilst at it, let's say a prayer for Big Brother's house, because these housemates are going to burn things down. Last but not the least of the interesting conversations that happened last night, this one was between Mark Jr. and Pale. So Palesa was trying to get into Mark Jr.'s head, right? She was coming off the guise of one who cared about him. She was worried that he was constantly isolating himself from the rest of the house, trying to get to know how he was feeling, what was going on with him. And in a way, I was kind of disappointed in Mark Jr. I feel like Mark Jr. sometimes, you know, is very impressive, and other times it just disappoints, yeah? Now, I was expecting this guy to just tell her that, well, I'm a very into my shell type of person. I'm trying to find my feet. I'm trying to come out. But instead, it got into a bragging mode.
And I'm sorry to say it this way, but this is facts. I don't have to fuck with any 21 of y'all to win the money.
I was telling Palesa that, well, I don't have to F with all of you in this house or a 21-year-old to win the show. I'm going to play a loner's game and I'm still going to win the show. Like, this guy was just bragging. And see, I love it for any housemates that has that bragging power. I love it. But you also need to be careful. You also need to be careful, because he did not stop there. He went ahead to speak about his strategy, because she was like, oh, we noticed that you're always alone. You're always out of the circle. Even when we're at the fire pit, you were far away. And he was like, well, that when he's far away, he observes the most and he learns more about everybody. Like, guys, he was just giving away his strategy. I'm like, no, guy, this is not how you play the game. I mean, of course, there's no perfect way to play Big Brother's game, but the one thing you never do is open up your arsenal of weapons to your opponents. They're going to see everything that you've got. Guys, I was so frustrated. And he now opened up that the past 2 days he's been worried. His worry actually stems from the fact that, from his observation, he has actually seen a lot of things. And what he wasn't saying, guys, I knew. He had actually seen a lot of strong contenders in the house. And now his calculation is blowing off steam. Like, he's literally over-calculating, because he's frightened, he's panicking. He wants to know what to do next. He does not have a social skill in that house at all. The only people he talks to is Els and Fahima. And then from that conversation, it now looks like he was indirectly pleading with Palesa to, you know, continue having conversations with him. And guys, at the moment, I'm really worried for this guy. I'm really worried for him. But anyways, I would love to hear from all of you what you think about all of this juicy tea I've just spilled. So please go ahead and share in the comment section below. I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.